Okay, so in this skill video, we're actually going to be revisiting one of our strikes. I absolutely believe that you should come up with ways to do what I'm about to do with different strikes. You can use the same kind of tools, or you can use other ones to make it work. But here's the premise. We are not training to trade shots. We're not training with that tough guy attitude to see what happens. Okay? What I was taught, on whether it's the samurai side or the ninja side, is every strike should be delivered to be the only one that you need, or the last one that you need to stop this entire thing. And I know that people think that they're doing that, but it's been my experience, both in my early days and talking to people and watching people fight 2-minute rounds, 5-minute rounds, people high, right? I mean, the average survival self-defense situation is over in 2 to 10 seconds. 2 minutes is a freaking eternity. In 5, like a boxing, shit, right? So I think that the mind, and while they want the knockout, the focus tends to be more on landing the hit, scoring a hit, right? It's not about hitting it. It's about disconnecting things so this body can't keep coming at you. You don't have to end him, but you do need to end the fight as quickly as possible. So we have 3 tools here, right? So we have a padded, we call this a shirai stick because Shirai Sensei, one of the teachers in Japan, made this for all of the students. And it's just a piece of PVC piping with what is that, like a pipe insulation. It's kind of a foam that goes around it, and then this just outer wrap. Originally, when we made this stuff, we just kind of wrapped duct tape around it. So we had this padded thing, right? So we tend to start students with this, and then we have them graduate to a shinai, right? And then we have them graduate to a boken, right? So I'm going to demonstrate the drill, show you what it looks like, and then you need a training partner. They don't even have to train. You just need somebody who will do what James is about to do, okay? So we'll start with actually, I want to start with the shinai, and then we can back it down and back it up, okay? So let's do it from this angle right here. So James is just going to stand in this, like a tate no kamae right here, okay? And so he's holding this out. So this is like the spinal column at the neck. If you're working arms for a different angle, you move it, okay? But we're going to test to make sure that we're striking on the padded side. We're not hitting bone on, right? And remember, I mean, shinais are nothing, right? Because it's grass, right? It's not, don't worry about it, right? Let's shift this way, okay? Okay. So I'm going to do it 2 different ways. I'm going to do one from our doko no kamae from Mod 2, and I'll do one from this Jumonji, okay? So what we're going to look at doing, again, we need to know effective range, gauging or changing distance with our footwork, and making sure that this happens. And at this intermediate level, everybody should be able to start all fist as a Shuto Ken and last second open it up, because that gets the same chop people tend to do with this popping thing, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and strike through. Let's change sides here a little bit, okay? I'm going to come through and strike as though I'm lopping this guy's head off, okay? So here, start with however you feel comfortable, but the goal is to build up that striking power so that when you hit, yes, it stings a little bit on the surface, but I want to be able to hit in a way, see how far this is flying. He's not just loose gripping it, right? He's holding it out here because he needs to save his wrist and things, right? So I want to pop through this. If I'm doing a urashi though, I need to make sure that this kind of cups upward. Doesn't just come in this way. That works on muscle. But on bone, side of the skull, right? This little bone will break. So I need to bring it up a little bit so we can do it from a Jumonji and walk with it so the body is doing the work, okay? So very quickly, we'll switch these things out. Just grab the boken. No sense in popping it down to the padded ones. Padded ones are kind of a place to start so you can make sure you're not hitting with your fingers and you're not hitting with your wrist, okay? That you're actually on target. And then shinai gives a little bit of give. Piece of tree gives no give, right? So we're coming in to hit, And I don't know if you can hear it from over there, but we can hear this boom kind of hit, right? So there's bite to your strikes all the way through. See what I'm doing? Okay, Jumonji to Ichimonji, right? 1, 2. So I'm always covered. And from Doko to Jumonji or Ichimonji, depending on the range. Okay, so that's your drill. We're going to call this the bite drill. Okay, and the reason for that is I want to develop strikes that have bite. Of course, the converse to that is if your strikes are not up to par yet, this is going to bite. That's a whole different perspective. All right. And I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. Hopefully you're laughing as well. But it's time to pressure test things, boys and girls. Okay. I'll see you in the next one.